Girl, get at it, get your bag up. Hit that gym and get back fine. Go get that degree, go girl, focus on me. Unlock potential that you didn't know you had in you. Fuck that nigga, ay. Oh yeah, it's time to mix it up and get your glow, girl. I know that you gon' get it, you got so much. Don't let nobody tell you that it's over. I want you to know that, girl, you got it, you got it. Oh yeah, 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 you got it, you got it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell down bottom and leave a comment. The topic of conversation today is why I choose to be single. Now, it's a really funny one because I've been through so many toxic relationships, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate that, you know, when you're in a toxic relationship or you're in toxic relationships, you kind of lose bits of yourself. So I've come to the realization that I don't need a man or, you know, a relationship to define who I am or who I want to be. I do think it's really important for us ladies and even males to kind of find yourself and know your worth and realize your worth and what it is that you want out of life. As I said, I feel like I lost a bit of myself in some of my previous relationships, and when I did that, I was like a little fraction of the person who I am today. So when I, you know, finally came out of those relationships, and you know, you cry and you ask yourself why. I feel like the reason why, you know, I was in those relationships is because I didn't really know who I was or who I wanted to be or where I wanted to be in life. And I felt that, you know, me being a young black woman and me having children, that I needed to be in a relationship so I wasn't a statistic. But in turn of me doing that, I kind of failed myself, and I didn't realize that I could be on my own and be okay and actually do better on my own, if that makes any sense. It's a bit weird, but you know, sometimes we're met in relationships or, you know, even friendships, we feel as if we need those to kind of define us, or you get comfortable and complacent, so you feel that, you know, if you let go and you break free, so to speak, you're not going to be the person that you really need to be, or you're going to lose like fragments of yourself kind of thing. And that's kind of like what happened to me. So the first thing I did when I came out of my past relationships was I cried. And I cried for months and months and months and months and months on end, even years on end, never really stopped crying. And that's important. Crying isn't a sign of weakness. Crying to me is letting those emotions out, kind of breaking free. Number two, I sat down and I realized what it is that I wanted for myself, where I wanted to be for myself, where I wanted to be for my family, my children, you know, just what I wanted to be in life and where I wanted to be in life. Number three, I worked out what I wanted to do with my life in retrospect of career, where I wanted to be in my career, what I wanted to achieve, whether I wanted to work for somebody, whether I wanted to work for myself. I had to realize what that was. And once I did that, I put a plan in place. So I bought myself a diary and I wrote in that diary every single day, and I wrote affirmations, you know, you are great. You can be whoever you want to be. You know, you believe in yourself. You know, you love your body. You love your soul. That kind of stuff. And I really started to believe in those words. Once I started to believe in those words, I started to believe in myself. And I went from being this small to this big. And I'm so proud of the person who I am today and the person that I've become. And I've realized that it's okay to be alone. And when I say alone, I don't mean alone, you know, like lonely. It's okay to not have a relationship. I choose not to, you know, jump from bed to bed or jump from relationship to relationship. I choose to be one with myself and get to know myself and make sure that I can be the best version of myself and the best version of myself with my children, the best version of myself for my family, best version of myself for my friends. And only when me being the best version of myself is right is the time when I can be the best version of myself for somebody else. And now that I know those things, I know what I want out of a man. And I don't want a guy who's going to pull me down or belittle me or make me feel like I'm not worth anything. I want a man who's going to uplift me and, you know, motivate me. And when I am down, him to be the one to be able to pick me up and vice versa. So when I realised that I wanted all of those stuff, I realised that I don't need to go searching for it. I realised that he'll come to me when the time is right. And right now, the time isn't right because I'm on my boss bitch mode. And that's going to be a long journey because I don't intend to stop anytime soon. I'm riding a train at the moment, and the train destination has got about 5 years on it. And only at that point, when I'm at the point of where I want to be, i.e. buying my home, you know, just making sure that my kids are really stable and I'm stable. That's the only time that I really want to introduce somebody in my life. Now, you know, you never know what could happen. I could meet, you know, Mr. Right tomorrow, if there is a Mr. Right, and he could sweep me off my feet and I could sweep him off his feet. But, you know, right now as it stands, don't ever let a man define who you are. Never alter who you are for a man. Never feel that what you're given is not good enough. Never make anybody make you feel that you are worth nothing. Never. And if you do, that person, he or she, doesn't deserve you. So with that being said, cheers to the future, guys.